Because we had been monitoring Nick and Barbara's problems for at least 2 days, we knew that once they activated the distress beacon, there was absolutely no doubt that they were in particularly grave and imminent danger. Once the Challenger aircraft arrived on scene, it was capable of actually giving us an idea on the conditions that were on scene at the time by streaming live video to us. This gave us a good indication that the vessel was in particular trouble.
Because everything was wet, we were freezing. We really hadn't had much food, and we'd certainly had no sleep for a couple of days. And it was a worry as to whether we'd make it actually into the morning or whether we'd end up in the drink.
The Challenger aircraft remained on scene for at least 2 hours and managed to get in contact by VHF with the vessel. That's incredibly valuable. Having the people on the yacht realizing that there are people on the mainland actually determining the plan, being able to explain that plan and give them comfort so that they can't wait for the rescue to arrive.
Yeah, there was an awful lot of capability being displayed there, and that was very, very reassuring.
Very early on in the process of maintaining communication with the yacht and monitoring their progress, even before they asked for our assistance, we had contacted the New South Wales Water Police, the Search and Rescue Authority for that state, and they have incredibly good assets that could be of value for this particular instance.
From the time we received information regarding the beacon activation from AMSA, from the JRCC, we had a 2-hour turnaround where we put a crew of 7 together. That crew victualled the Nemesis and made sure she was ready for sea operations, and we left Sydney at around 6:30 p.m. that night. Probably the highest seas we encountered were around 7 metres and around 55 knots of wind, so the conditions weren't too favourable. Based on that information, our speed was restricted, and it took us around 14 hours to get to the stricken yacht.
The first we actually heard from them was when they were talking to A&L Eleonora. That was the ship that was standing by trying to break the waves for us. And they had a VHF conversation with them, and so we joined in the conversation and said, hello, yeah, we're here.
The Border Police crew who did the extraction off the yacht managed to stem our small rib up against the side of the yacht, and literally they stepped down from their yacht straight into our boat. We trained to do this with our volunteer marine rescue services. We trained to do this with members of the JRCC at exercises we hold off the coast. And this particular exercise was fairly flawless. The communications, everything went really, really well.
Nick and Barbara were incredibly well prepared for the journey. They were just unfortunate that they found themselves in really treacherous weather, and after losing the rudder. We really wish them all the best for the next journeys going back to the UK.